for today's cup of coffee with Scream. We love that song. That's from
do love this.
Enigma's Return to Innocence.
Yeah, it's a really good song, and Pure Moods album.
Yeah.
Volume 1.
From years ago.
Yeah.
And it's just as good today as it was when I first heard it.
Mm-hmm.
It's got just so many awesome things on it. But Enigma had such unique music. I mean, who would have thought to have put a dance beat to Gregorian chants, or to Native American chanting?
Right.
And it works so wonderfully.
I mean, their whole thing is very dreamlike.
Yes.
And that's surreal.
Yes.
It's musical surrealism.
It is. And I love that.
Yeah. That is awesome.
Mm-hmm. They have, when their first album came out years ago, I was just in love with it, and still am, because there was nothing else like it.
Mm-hmm.
And then when they did do with Return to Innocence, that was so good.
Yeah.
And I was trying to think of the name of the album that does have the different Native American chants on it. And it wasn't by Enigma, but there was another album which was great, because I'm eclectic. It's because I have ADHD.
Eclectic, yes.
It's the same thing.
With stuff in Gemini.
Yeah, well, Moon in Gemini, yeah.
Moon in Gemini. There you go.
I mean,
Geminis bounce around from thing to thing to thing.
As far as that Moon in Gemini, I'm curious. I like to experience different things. And it's sort of one of those, it's like, oh, can't get enough, I'm done. And then you go on to the next thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is not bad. And it's like, this is just random chat today, because it was just from the get-go.
It's been a time today.
It has.
People have just been stupid. They've been stum.
My God. It started almost immediately. Because we're recording this on September the 16th, 2024, and I was supposed to go see the urologist at 10 a.m. today. Okay, I went out, I thought, all right, we'll have to leave about 9-ish, and then that will give me plenty of time to get down there, because you have to factor in traffic and everything else. Mm-hmm. And because of where we live, you can't just teleport. It would be great if you could, but you can't. And so went outside to smoke or do whatever, was trying to drink my coffee, and realized that I had missed phone call from their office going, oh, you've got to come in early and have an x-ray before you can see the urologist. And it's like, just talk to those people last week.
Yeah.
Somebody dropped the ball. Mm-hmm. So it was a matter of...
Or they did that intentionally to throw you off or something.
Well, it certainly did. And it's a matter of us, we've got to go now.
I know, my alarm didn't even go off yet, because it was...
And so it was a matter of us trying to rush down there, and my God, anytime that you're in a hurry to try to get something done, it just... So by the time that I got through the process, which should not take that damn long, but it does, and I'm trying to call them in the next building and go, hey, I'm going in for the x-ray now, so I may be a few minutes late. And the woman was not processing. No. And I'm standing there with the cell phone going, I am literally getting ready to walk in there to have the x-ray now. And it just, I'm going to give her the credit of that it was the geomagnetic storm short-circuiting her brain.
Yeah. Or maybe the phone was wigging out or something?
No. Had nothing to do with the phone.
It just, she wasn't getting it.
It was Monday. Yeah.
It's like, I am in y'all's plaza. I am in building A.
Whatever.
At the moment.
Yeah.
getting an x-ray done for building B, y'all's section.
Yeah. Yeah. And so it was a matter of, it didn't take basically no time. And then because that we were running late and time was of the essence, and it was a matter of, oh, here, kid, you can take the car and park, and then I will just get from point A to point B, and you can just look for me, and we will, that didn't work so well.
Well, what happened was,
God.
So the entrance is right there. I park literally at the wall with the rest of the people, right at the sidewalk on the main building.
I came out.
On the left side, I am right on that sidewalk thing. I was right there when the handicap markers end and the regular parking starts.
I didn't see you because you were supposed to be looking for me. So
I was doing the prairie dog thing the whole damn time. I don't see you.
I walked back down to the main entrance. I walked through different rows. I sat for a minute. I got back up. I walked again. I was standing there at a pole long enough to where people honestly thought I was waiting on a bus. I shit you not. That or they thought, oh, honey, if you trying to pick somebody up, you have missed that boat years ago. And I think it was, at least nobody said, are you confused, honey? Do you need some? And I'm like, yes, because my son is in this parking lot somewhere and I don't know where he is. And when I find him, I'm going to kick his ass. And what happened was,
why would you not?
Has gone through 3 cell phones.
Yeah, and so there's no way for her to contact me. So literally, that's why I'm like, okay, she'll walk along this walkway, look on the horizon, because that's the best view that's the best view from parking lot A to parking lot B. That upper section, you can see both from where you're standing on that. And that's what I just figured you would do. No, you walked everywhere else but through that part.
It was just, so for an hour.
And I just sat there. I'm checking my mirrors, trying to see if she's behind me up in the upper section. I can't see you anywhere.
See, at a certain point, I thought that you would think, maybe I need to drive around and see if she's standing out someplace. No, he didn't think that. And honestly, I would have sat there for a more extended period of time, except that I didn't have my cigarettes. Now, that's the thing. And I thought, the more I walk and the later it gets, the more ill I become.
And it wasn't until big-ass vehicle moves beside me, out of the way, and there right I am.
Well,
clear vision.
To see you with the big-ass vehicle there.
You walk down the nearest sidewalk.
No. I did
along the wall.
I did. I didn't walk all the way down there.
That's not my problem. I was parked right there.
You somehow screwed up 3 cell phones.
I did not screw up 3 cell phones. I lost one.
Lost 2. You've lost 2.
Both flip phones.
In 2 months. Within 2 months.
Oh, update on the SIM card situation. Went to Walmart. Shit was happening. They couldn't activate it there. Come home. Try to activate it here. SIM card does not work in current zip code.
So he has to go back to that Walmart Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Wednesday or Thursday to see a Verizon sales rep to figure this shit out.
It's just been epic. And then we did make it down to Sam's because we were halfway there. Oh, I have to go for a CT scan later because there's a possibility I got kidney stones in both kidneys again. And I'm like, I'm taking the potassium.
Drink more water.
Yes.
Drink more fluids.
I do. I need. That is what it is. It's chronic dehydration. I know that. I know that.
You know that, and you continue to take.
I do drink fluids. I
take nibbles
coffee.
Of water.
I drink
like a hamster.
Coffee.
You take nibbles of whatever.
And that was another thing. I was very low on coffee. Very low on coffee today. It keeps me calm. It really does. But we made it to Sam's, and I swear to you, everywhere we went, you would have these people that literally would rush in front of us just to stop. And it was like...
I mean, see, I expect that. Like, legit, that's just normal at this point of life. So it just does not... Sometimes it will annoy me, but most of the time it just... my eyes are glazed over. It's fine. You're good.
That little duck song about I'm going to whip somebody's ass. I have that as my alarm.
I'm going to whip somebody's ass. Oh, I'm about to whip somebody's ass.
If you don't leave me alone, you're going to have to send me home because I'm going to whip somebody's ass. That song has kept me from actually whooping somebody's ass.
That's why at a certain
many days.
If I start asking, if at a certain point I'm just flat out going to be like, oh, we need to go. Mm-hmm. We need to go. Just to drag you out of there, just to be like, okay. But I know you'll fight me too. I know you'll be like, no, I need to get the rest on this list while I can do it while I'm out. And it's like, no, we need to go now. Now.
I made it through without incident.
And then I can deal with the pissy later. We need to go now.
We have 2 more orange orbs of happiness.
We do.
That was worth
All
it.
in total, we have 3 now.
Yes. And we're just starting. We
need a variety of sizes to put them on the stoop.
We could do that. And we did. They had these really interesting grapes, and they're called moon drops.
Yeah.
And they're long. They almost look like a boysenberry or a mulberry, which are long.
At what point does it just become a bean?
It's what he was saying, that they look like beans. They're supposed to be non-GMO.
Well, those cotton candy grapes certainly are not.
Those cotton candy grapes are absolutely amazing.
They really are.
I don't know what they're modified with, but hell yeah, let me have that. I mean, we've already got plastines in us anyhow. So,
and this was a different brand than we've tried previously. Mm-hmm. Yes, we got microplastics all up in our DNA at this point. It is infused in our genes.
It's not kidney stones. It's microplastics, and they're just gathering.
It could be. And that's what makes the stones. It's just microplastics in a modern day.
But it's like Dr. Bauer, he's a hoot. It's like, why do you want to play with pee? I mean, seriously, why does anybody want to be a urologist of all the damn things? Oh, and I had
got an affinity for it.
I did ask him today. I said, on this, as far as having to, before they break up the stones, before they use the sound waves to break up the stones, about a week or 2 before, I had to have this procedure where it basically gauged the ureter. Mm-hmm. And it was fucking painful. Kid didn't have to have that. Males don't have to. And I asked him, I said, explain that to me. And he's like, I really don't know. That's just what they told us to do. And I'm thinking, the hell you say?
It's like, is there an option to opt out on that?
I would like to.
It'd probably be easier on y'all.
I mean, that was pointless. It was pointless. I'm thinking I think they're sadists. I really do. There's a lot of them that honestly are sadists. There's a lot of them that
are in the medical field. A lot of sadists.
They have to be to do it. And speaking of sadists, they've already got the Christmas stuff out at Sam's. It's September.
It's full display.
Yes, they did. And I'm like, wonder if this inflatable snow globe looking thing if I just started stabbing it with something, if they would take me out of the store. And it's like I could claim that it was the geomagnetic storm and the upcoming partial lunar eclipse.
Walmart already has their outside section as Halloween.
Yeah, they just keep pushing it.
Or not Halloween, Christmas.
Yeah. Because after we got finished with Sam's, we actually did go to the Walmart, because why would I not? And just try to get the stuff done.
Mm-hmm.
Because cat food.
Cat fod.
But honestly, their Halloween selection was quite good. The one thing that I did not see was, that's where sometimes the different Halloween cups over the years, and I did not see any like I have been getting. But now, one year they were late getting those out. Of course, it's still September.
Yeah. But shit, Sam's Club is already full display is out.
That's crazy.
Like full on. Like that's their stock.
Yeah.
And little to no Christmas or Halloween. Little to no Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
The skeletons were cool though.
Yeah, they had skeletons that played theme from Beetlejuice. And they were cool. They were cool.
Yeah, they were cool. I don't know if they were playing something from Beetlejuice, but I know they had like Beetlejuice display around it. So
I don't know. It wasn't unpleasant, but if you had to sit and listen to it for like hours, it could become unpleasant.
I hope those things are motion activated and just don't play on a loop.
Yeah.
Now, that rock band skeleton group down there at Lowe's, Bluetooth. You can hook up your own music to it and play it through there.
I know, but that was like ridiculously priced
for each one. Yeah, hundreds,
like
$200 and some for each one.
For each one. Oh God.
And there's 4 in total.
Yeah, that ain't gonna happen. That is not gonna happen. You know, we were doing good. We got grapes.
Yeah.
And it was just, Walmart was crazy. Walmart's always crazy. But it was interesting because, again, we're in southwestern Virginia. And we noticed this one gentleman that, I don't know why, it does not take that long to pick a carton of milk. It really doesn't. And it's like he was standing there, and then he was on a cell phone, and Clay's like, listen just a minute. And it's like, okay. And it's like, dude was speaking either Russian or some language that we don't normally hear around here. Mm-hmm. Now, there are quite a few other languages. I mean, Mountain is a language all its own.
No, but this was specifically like, forgive me for sounding ignorant. I really am not well educated as far as this stuff. Geographic shit, not well educated on it. It was some sort of Slavic language. It's either, is Russian considered Slavic?
Yes.
Okay. So it's either Russian. What about Ukraine? Is that considered Slavic?
Could have been. Yes, all those nations over there.
So it's either Russian, Ukrainian, or Estonian, or some other thing.
You've got to realize after the
either way, it's that whole region
of the USSR. There were a lot of those countries that gained autonomy.
Yeah,
and needed to.
Either way, it was some language from.
But it was cool.
Yeah.
But he was a very intense-looking individual, and I was just toddling along, and I thought, damn, he gonna run my ass over.
Yeah.
He was on a mission.
They're
intense people.
They are very intense people. Slavic people, they scare the piss out of me sometimes.
It was one of those. It was just like, it was interesting because now there was another urologist years ago that was in the area, and his name was Dr. Spiegel, and he was Russian, and I loved to hear him speak. I loved the accent. And it's
a wonderful accent.
It is. And it's like, Kid and I always wanted to travel, and it just didn't happen. So we have this appreciation of peoples.
We don't know.
Other cultures. And
We don't know if we're going to travel in this lifetime or not.
World.
We don't know if we're not going to.
Yeah, I don't know.
We don't know what the future holds.
Going. It's going to be a minute.
Who knows? And maybe the whole thing's going to be flipped upside down again, but in a good way.
Well, that would be nice. A good way would be nice. And it's just like we are supposed to, this will upload on the 17th of September. And the super blood moon.
Ooh. We won't be able to see it, will we?
Yes, actually they are. It depends, because we're supposed to have rain. And it seems like any time that there is any kind of celestial event, we have heavy cloud cover or something.
Yeah, it's like they're trying to hide that from us.
Well, I think God's just trying to hide us, period, is what it is. And this will be a harvest full moon. And I was trying to see. It's supposed to be a super moon, where it's going to appear larger than normal. Plus, it will be a blood moon.
Oh, that's cool.
And if I've got it wrong about the partial eclipse on this one, it may not be the partial eclipse. That may be on October the 2nd. But this will be a super blood moon tomorrow.
Cool.
I think I'm looking through here.
Will it be red?
Robert Phoenix is probably going, you've got this all assed up.
Is it going to be red for us?
Robert. It says that the super blood moon will rise out of the eastern sky at roughly 7:50 p.m. on the west coast. And then I don't know, what are they doing? 7:10 p.m. on the west coast. 7:50 on the east coast and then 7 p.m. on the west coast. I guess it's just difference in times.
Yeah, because they're about like...
They're 3 hours, 3 or 4 hours behind us over there. And, no, it does say that it is partial eclipse. The lunar eclipse, which will make the moon appear tinted red, will take place tomorrow evening. And then it says that the eclipse must begin around 8:41 p.m., and reach its maximum at 10:44 p.m. and end by 12:47 a.m. And then on the west coast, it's supposed to start at 7:12 p.m., reach maximum at 10:44 p.m. and end by 12:47 a.m. I don't know why they're doing that. It's the exact same thing. It says during the eclipse, you won't see the entire moon disappear behind the Earth's shadow. Instead, you'll see a sliver of it vanish briefly before coming back into view.
Okay.
So, all this stuff is significant. And it says the next time this will happen will be in September of 2033. I don't know.
That's a long way away.
It is. It's like...
Loves it.
And the period of time that we're living through, everything seems like a long way away.
I think that's because stuff is so dire right now.
It is. Yes, it is.
I happen to take it by a day-by-day stance.
The blood moons are significant as far as historically. And as far as eclipses and different things like that. And this is where I urge you, Robert Phoenix, he's one of the ones to definitely listen to during this period of time, of history. And then Stefan Burns, because with the geomagnetic storms and the solar activity, and he does as far as the planetary alignment stuff also. So the more you know, the easier time that you can have in trying to deal with some of this stuff. Mm-hmm. Because we got a lot of people that they walking about and they have no clue what the hell's going on. I sort of kind of know a little bit of what's going on, and I still am just, out there. But we have grapes. We have potatoes. We have cat food. God, we had cat food.
And the lady was like, "What'd you have? 13 cats?"
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Lady at the Walmart checkout.
And what was odd, she's like, "Oh, you're bleeding heart." And I'm like, "Yeah, And she said, it looks like at a certain point you would toughen up. I said, it just doesn't happen. And she's like, I get it. Because she was another one that it just, I don't know that there ever comes a point in time where you can see an animal in need and not want to do something to try to help. But she got it.
Yeah.
She was another one. She's a tough old broad. There's quite a few of us out there and about. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But we did finally make it home. It was Scott. And God love him, Omega had come up here. And it's like, I was trying to eat because I had not eaten. I couldn't, there was just not time. I had fasted today. I do that and I can do the adjustment dose of insulin. I don't have to take the full dose. They told me what I could do. And it was still, I got home and it was 133. Fasting all day. It's weird. Diabetes is fucking stupid.
There's no rhyme or reason for it.
No. None. But I have eaten grapes, and I have enjoyed the grapes, and so it's probably jacked up right now.
Those grapes are damn good.
They are. But you know what? The one thing that we didn't do, and I'll have to do before this weekend, I didn't get another big bottle of rum. I have a smaller bottle of rum. I'm not totally out of rum, but I want one of those Mondo bottles. I need one of those. Those last me a while.
Mondo bottle.
When they have them on sale, it's one I need to stock up.
Loves it.
The kid lived. I lived. That's all you can ask for in a
I want
day.
to chuck the phone.
No.
I want to chuck this phone.
the saga continues.
What it was, I just wanted to buy just a new phone. All out. Then I wouldn't have an issue. Make new accounts? Perfect. Wonderful. Loves it.
She talked you into it.
She was like, do you want to just use your own phone? Yeah. I would love to.
Okay.
But just to save me a headache, I want the whole new damn thing. I don't give a damn if it works bad or not.
No, yes you do, because this was the loop. I want a flip phone. And I'm like, it'll take you about 2 weeks and you'll be so sick of it.
At this point, I want something that I can put Spotify on. I can put on some semblance of GPS whenever I'm out in the middle of fuck nowhere and I have no idea how to get home.
Phone. You cannot do that on
No!
I tried to tell you this. I tried to tell you.
Oh, forgive me for wanting to be one of these little Y2K girlies. Forgive me.
Oh, my God. Well, you started out with a bad outcome.
What? Fucking up my phone by putting the wrong SIM card in there.
It's the Aries. It's all the Aries in the chart. It really,
I just wanted to see what it would do. I wasn't expecting it to mess up the whole damn thing.
You wanted to see, and now you have seen.
What's with the attitude? What's with the attitude? No shit.
Oh my God! I think I'm going to use the mug on this one. I just want to drink coffee and be left alone. It's one of my favorite coffee mugs. I've had that for quite a few years. Mm-hmm. It's chipped out of hell at this point, but I still love it.
It's a good tried and true mug.
Yeah. Final thoughts, kid.
Damn logic.
Oh, if you've had experiences with the paranormal or supernatural, encounters with UFOs, aliens, cryptids, tinfoil hats, if you too have had weird journeys lately, if you would like to share about different types of grapes, look for those moondrop things. They're odd looking, but they're good.
Do you know any Verizon Straight Talk connections to help me out here?
You can put the comments there.
Use my iPhone. I just want my phone back, man.
You can email us cupofcoffeewithscream@gmail.com. I'm way behind on the emails. I'm sorry. At some point I will catch up, but it's it's been rough lately. It truly, yeah. Do your thing.
Head on table. BitChute, Rumble, YouTube. Check her out. We're X, previously known as Twitter. Orlando, COCWS. Thank you all for joining us. Have a good.
Know that you are loved. Treat other people the way that you would like to be treated.
Oh!
Which is why I have to remember that all the time that I'm in the store. All the time. The people are compromised. I don't know what they're going through. I have this in the back of my head, which is why that I can behave appropriately. Yes, I really can. I've made it through so far. Anyhow, Lord willing, we will see you on the next cup. Bye.
Oh, bye.